What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, coming at you with another Q&A. Alright, so let's get this started. Alpha Galaxy asks, do you like COD Black Ops 3 or Halo 5 more? Halo 5, dude. Call of Duty Black Ops doesn't have good custom games like Halo 5 does, so Halo 5. Forrest Wright asks, why do you play a lot of Banjo-Kazooie music in your videos? Usually it works well with the tone of what I'm saying in my videos, it makes for nice background music, and also because I fucking love those two games, and they are in the list of my personal favorites. Luke the Notable asks, why does it seem like you always wear sleeveless t-shirts? Because it's summer, dude. It's nice, it's brisk, it's comfortable, I don't have to worry about moving my arms all up and down, you know? Dark Knight Spider asks, what is your favorite map from each Halo game? Well, with Halo Combat Evolved, I gotta go with Blood Gulch. It's just too classic. In Halo 2, I really liked Zanzibar. It can be used for all sorts of game modes, machinima. Zanzibar was just fucking awesome. It had so much to do in there. It was so wide and diverse. It was a great map. In Halo 3, I gotta go with Guardian, because once again, it's so diverse, it's almost like Lockout. You know, you can play any game mode on Guardian, except maybe Capture the Flag, and they all worked perfectly. Halo 4, I didn't really like the maps, to be honest, because there wasn't much to them, but I'll go with Exile for that. And in Halo 5, I'll go with Tyrant. I think that's the name of the new map where it's all set in space. So those are my favorite maps from each Halo game. Chopsky117 asks, did you like Halo 4 when it came out? To be honest, not really. I didn't quite get the campaign the first time through. It was a lot different. It, didn't play the same. It didn't feel as fun. And the multiplayer, I played it for like 2 months before I stopped playing it. I really didn't like the multiplayer at all. Now, with Halo 5, and its terrible campaign, I've come to really appreciate just how good Halo 4's storytelling was. The gameplay might not be the best, but the story was definitely there, and it definitely set up something. And I've gone back and played it a few times and have grown to appreciate how well the story was told in Halo 4. Japan Tarko asks, do you or have you ever watched Red vs. Blue? Back when I was in high school, I watched Red vs. Blue up to like season 7 or 8, and at that time, that was the last season that they had, and when I finished the series, I just never happened to go back to it. I really did love Red vs. Blue, and someday I will go back to it. Louis Myers asks, if you were to meet any Halo character, which would it be? It's gotta be Sergeant Johnson, dude. The guy is just such a badass, he's so cool. I'd love to just sit down, smoke a cigar with him, and go to the firing range or something. Sergeant Johnson, for sure. Harvey Sidebottom asks, what's your favorite game mode, gun, and vehicle in Halo? Favorite game mode? Ooh. I really like Capture the Flag, especially One Flag when it's offense-defense. I find those are the most intense because offense-defense, it's so fun defending and it's so fun assaulting, and when I think of One Flag, I think of Zanzibar and just those intense moments when you're running to get the flag and running to bring it back, or you're defending and you're running to go defend the flag and stop the flag carrier. Those moments just stick out for me, and Capture the Flag, specifically One Flag, is probably my favorite. My favorite gun in Halo, I love the Halo Combat Evolved assault rifle. It's just so awesome. The sound effects for it are awesome. It's got so much ammo. Anything up close is just gonna get obliterated if you're right up in their face. And my favorite vehicle in Halo, I really liked the Spectre from Halo 2, as well as the Revenant in Halo Reach, and I thought that was a really cool way to add a sort of Covenant Warthog vehicle, and the Revenant as like a light artillery mobile vehicle. I really like those two vehicles most of all. Rossa Brennan asks, I think with 343's new art style, no campaign mission will ever look like a Halo mission again. Everything is too glossy and the level design doesn't feel like Halo at all. Do you think that 343 can pull it together for Halo 6 and make a recognizable campaign? I think they can. I think with Halo 5, they've really learned a lot from it, most likely. I'm sure everyone at 343 knows better than we do how badly they fucked up with the campaign and level design. So I think they know what they did wrong. Hopefully they can come around and make the missions look better, play better, and have more variety, an open world sort of thing. So my hopes are high for that. Eddie AOS asks, which Spartan abilities do you like or dislike, and do you think some could be implemented in better ways? Well, I really like the feel of the ground pound. I feel like its uses are very... I think the ground pound has a lot of uses. You can use it to quickly maneuver from one place after you jump off of a man cannon. You can use it to kill people. You can charge it up or hit it early. I think it works very well. And the Spartan charge is kind of cheesy, but you know, overall I think all the Spartan abilities do work well in Halo 5 Sandbox. Reflex Halo asks, what's your favorite moment in Halo? Well, one thing that really sticks out to me is on the level Delta Halo and Halo 2, when you're in the Warthog and the Marine's like,
Dear Sarge, kicking ass in outer space, wish you were here.
I heard that, jackass!
That's probably one of my favorite moments. K Den asks, what's your favorite weapon and assassination in Halo 5? I really like fisticuffs. It's like you're getting down and dirty and you're punching the shit out of this Spartan. I like that one. And my favorite weapon, Whiplash. Whiplash is pretty overpowered, and I like having 2 shots in the railgun you can quickly unload. Boom, boom, just like that. As Shaversian says, just say, make more money 3 times in the next Q&A video. Alright, champ, you got it. Make way more money. And make way more money. 343 needs to improve the rec system and make way more money. Castlemaker asking the important questions. Would you rather drown in Mountain Dew or Doritos? Doritos. I'll go with Doritos. I feel like Mountain Dew would start burning my face and body and everything, so Doritos. Darren McGrath asks, which would you rather see in Halo 5, the Falcon or the Hornet? And are you hyped for Halo Wars 2? I'd say both of them. The Falcon is more like a transport ship with guns attached, and the Hornet is more like a single pilot, you know? So I think they both would work really well in Halo 5, and it's surprising that the UNSC doesn't have any air vehicles whatsoever. As far as Halo Wars 2 goes, I'm very hyped for it, actually. I think it'll be a great game, hopefully. Trent Polton asks, what is your opinion on all the Spartan abilities, and do you think they'll carry over to Halo 6? I think for the most part they work well. The stabilizers are really clunky, and there's a lot of situations where I don't want to stabilize and I do want to stabilize in the same game, and I can't micromanage that and turn it off when I'm expecting to not want to use them and turn them on when I want to use them. I think the stabilizers are very clunky, and sometimes it results in me doing things I don't want to do. And as far as Halo 6 goes, I think they will bring them back because they've already done a lot of work making them fit in the sandbox and the gameplay. So I can imagine they'll bring back those Spartan abilities and kind of tweak them, make them more refined and better overall in Halo 6. Angus Lang asks, what's your tattoo? This tank top suits me, but it cannot hide that mark. Viora Tovar asks, what is the best medal you've ever gotten in multiplayer? In Halo Reach, I got an unfriggin' believable in an invasion game. I was in a Scorpion, and I remember that because I was just kicking ass in it. And in Halo 5, I recently got my very first Killionaire in Infection. Ya boy Savoy asks, do you think that Halo 6 could be the next Halo 3 for the franchise? No. Halo 3 was the pinnacle of success for the Halo franchise. It was the most popular, it was the most sold, it was incredible, it was so good. Everything about it was just spot on. They added Forge, Theater, the campaign was awesome, multiplayer was the best in the series, and most importantly, the campaign finished the story that was being set up in the last 2 games. Now with Halo 6, the campaign is pretty much doomed, because now they're gonna have to continue this story with all those characters in Halo 5. Locke, Vale, Tanaka, all of Blue Team, they're gonna have to continue those stories, and they're gonna have to recoup all the ground that was lost. They're gonna have to give those characters personality, motivations. They're gonna have to give us a reason to care about them when we didn't in Halo 5. They have to recover so much ground, and I don't see them making it like Halo 3 being one of the best, most popular games in the franchise, because Halo 5 did so much damage to the franchise and 343's trilogy of games. Cool as Cobra asks, what was your first Halo game? It was the first one. Started playing that in like 2002, 2003, when I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade. Soda Pop 53 asks, what do you think of the Warzone boss refresh 343 is bringing to the Warzone Firefight update? Yes! Yes, for the love of God! I'm so tired of fighting the Warden! Finally! Jeez. I really hope that they make the bosses more unique, because like they said, and like we've all been saying, we're fucking sick of them, okay? Like it's getting old. Alright, so this boss refresh is going to be great. Hopefully it improves the bosses and make them more fun, unique, and engaging to fight with. Geraldo Morales asks, why do you think the DMR is so hard to unlock even though it's classified as a rare weapon? Well, the reason the DMR is so hard to unlock is because it's random. Taden Onslaught asks, what would you say is 343's most mistaken design philosophy? If you could change only one thing about Halo 5, what would it be? And what do you think was 343's best addition to Halo 5? Their most mistaken design philosophy, I think, is the fact that they make expanded universe material essential to understanding the plot of their games. Essential to understanding pretty much everything in the games, right? And I talked about that in my campaign video for Halo 5, but also for Halo 4, right? You can't get the real story just by playing Halo 4. No, you have to go to the terminals and you've got to go to the books and all this other stuff to really know what happens and everything that goes on. And that's a big deterrent from casual gamers, and that we all need to be able to just sit down, put the disc in our Xbox, and be able to play it, enjoy it from start to finish. If I could change one thing about Halo 5, it's going to be the story. Because if you think about it, when the servers for Halo 5 shut down, what do we have left? When people can't play Halo 5 online, what is going to remain? The campaign. The worst campaign in the Halo franchise. You know, if it had that great story and that great campaign, it would stand the test of time. But when the servers shut down, Halo 5 is going to be pretty much unplayable, and that's what I would change. The best addition that 343 made was probably all those different rec weapons. I think the Ad Victorium sticks out in my mind as one of the most unique, where you get to guide the rockets, and that leaves the possibility for a lot of really cool things. So the variety of wrecks and different weapons, vehicles, power-ups, all those sorts of things, I think that was one of the best things they did with Halo. Roaring Llama asks, do you think 343 will ever make a small game somewhat like the scale of Halo 3 ODST? Maybe after or before they finish this current Reclaimer trilogy? Or do you think Halo will be done once Halo 6 comes out? You know, I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever do something like that. I hope they do, because I think it'll be a great idea to kind of go back to that ODST formula. At the same time, Halo 6 is not going to be the end for Halo. No way. This franchise is too big. It sells too much. There's so many people involved with the community. They're not going to just stop the franchise after Halo 6. They're going to come up with other stuff, no doubt. Will Herondale asks, what does Halo mean to you? What do you really think, feel, when you hear the word Halo? And what Halo 5 map most captures that feeling for you, if any? This is a great question. To me, Halo means so many things. It means it's a place where you can go to play an awesome campaign, to experience a great story, to have fun with your friends, to play on the same couch, on the same TV, in the same room together, to laugh, swear, enjoy, and just have fun doing all the crazy things that you can in the Halo games. It offers so much to so many people. There's so many different communities within Halo. There's the speedrunners, the campaign scorers, the multiplayer fanatics, the competitive side, the forge side, the aesthetic side. There's the split screen side, there's theater, there's machinima, there's red versus blue. There's so many different parts to the Halo community. And that's what it means to me, is that it's a place for people to come, spend their time. It's a place where people can go to play and have fun with others and experience all these different things that not a whole lot of games offer. You know, custom games in Halo is unlike anything else in any other game. You know, Forge and all the great custom games maps, it's a great place for community growth and for people to have a place where they can go to and have fun and play with their friends. That's what it really means to me, in short. And the map that really captures the essence of Halo, there's really only one in Halo 5, and it was added recently, and that's Tyrant. That map where you're all out in space and it looks really cool. That's pretty much the only map in Halo 5 that made me feel like this is Halo. This is a Halo map. It felt like the map Guardian from Halo 3. You know, all these Halo 5 maps, they're all built to cater to one purpose. You know, all the arena maps are mostly built for a Slayer and few game modes. All the Warzone maps are built for Warzone and nothing but Warzone. But Tyrant feels different. It has that cool look, aesthetic feel. It has that cool gameplay. You know, there's so many different sides to it. There's those rocks you can jump on. It feels like Tyrant was made for pretty much every game mode to be played on it. And that's pretty much the only map in Halo 5 that really screams Halo to me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Hope I answered your questions, gave you guys some good answers. Stay tuned for the Halo SPV3 video and Why is Halo 5's campaign so bad? Part 2. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!